All right, Saturday night, 8th of October, 2022. Looking at some charts. I'm making some kind of trading plan for the way that I'm going to attack this week during Globex, especially. So let's get into it here. Looking at the monthly volume profiles. I'll start off on that. So this is a weekly thing I do. I try to keep the charts clean and up to date. So anything in orange, orange is my monthlies. We see from this area here, right? September, the September profile. As we know, the gaps, the volume, low volume nodes inside of these volume profiles, uh, they like to be, the market likes to somewhat correct those, right? Wants to distribution model needs to be applied a little bit better, right? So this volume got filled in so far, and we have now dropped below the recent um, volume profile lows of any recent months, right? We did just take out an equal daily low from back in October, November of 2020. That was on the daily side. So again, I'm sorry. This is for the NQ. This is for the NQ. So all right, what do I look? I mean, the market's bearish. Period. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to go long at any point right now. I mean, I don't know. The charts are going to have to tell us what to do, but I'm just trying to formulate a trading plan right now. As with all plans, should be able to adapt and change the plan as needed, but I think it's pretty cut and dry so far. Um, so we got our monthly profile high. Um, Market one of those daily lows. When we get into that chart, we can see how it just pierced. It was perfect, beautiful lows that were just sitting there waiting to be taken out, kind of like a lighthouse, in the middle of the night. I mean, it was just screaming, "Hey, take me out!" So, what we see next is the month of July point of control. So that was the point of control for the whole month, right? Coupled with a pair of equal lows. So if we scroll back, right, let's get rid of this, remove, right, this is July, so let's bring that down, all right. So once we look into the daily, if we look at the daily candles here, oh, okay, right here was the equal low, okay, yeah. So right here's the equal low that's next. So we see prices 110.96.25, 110, 110, 10.96. Right here. Dang, I'm crazy. Right here. Okay. So we're right here. This low has been purged. If we get below this low, then my target would be this low. It's beautiful. I mean, it's beautiful. So September 21st and 24th. First 24th. All right. Well, that's if it makes it there. So, big thing, don't want to get caught up too much into this. What I wanted to do was kind of give an overview of how I mark up the chart. So, my volume profile showing right now is monthly. So, I want to indicate the monthly point of control for this month. Okay. And this has really helped me out so much. My goodness, it's really gave me a plan how to conduct business. It really, really honestly has. So, all right, we've got our October POC there. So that's, if we look at what we have now, our POC, uh, what's the daily looking like? We can just get a rough idea while we're here. But really the primary reason for the volume profile charts are to get our levels, right? So if there's no other level on the monthly, no really important level, uh, everything's just been, everything's getting taken out. So let's just see what we got. Uh, we got a daily equal low and a virgin point of control real close together. So this area is going to be an area of importance. So for the NQ. All right, still got my, it looks like a lot of lines. But I trade on the 5 minute, so and it doesn't look like that bad once when you got the candles up. Um, Purple lines, or this magenta, is always POCs. The blue, excuse me, light blue, that's my weekly areas of importance. Of course, we get those by the weekly profile, volume profile. For the monthlies, I normally only uh, indicate the POCs. Sometimes I will do the low volume nodes, the LVNs, or I'll do these little, I don't know if you can see it or not on the video, but if we have a little teeny weeny outlier like this, that's a significant indication of something important there. So I will highlight that. But right now we don't see, there's nothing right here. This little area right here is at the POC, so I'm not really too concerned about that. See this little high volume node at the July POC. So that's all I have for the monthly POC. So the volume profile month. Let's go down to volume profile weekly. Let's get our weeklies going. Usually this process takes about 10 to 15 minutes. Just depends on how much uh, analysis you start doing once you're drawing your zones. Sometimes it's hard to keep me on track here. So weekly profile. So each one of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? This is a week. This is a week. This is a week. You can see the profile. This is a week, week, week. Okay, this was last week, and it's amazing that the weekly. Well, it's not amazing. The weekly profile, as you can see, it was the first week of October. So right now, this weekly profile, you see that there is the monthly profile because, hey, it's the first week. So that profile will be the monthly profile. because we're only 1 week into it. So what I do, so anything below, right? We broke through the previous week's point of control. And there's nothing significant. And looking back, any points of control? I mean, there's value area, but I mean, I really like to focus on points of control. Uh, and you know, some people are clingers to, hey, if if it's been touched once, been touched twice, then I'm not interested in it anymore. But just a case in point, so we have this yellow dotted line we just drew. Uh, one 1168, 11681 right here. So this was a weekly point of control. Okay, back in June, like the last month of or last week of June. But look at this. If you're, the last week of September, and you know, you're not trading a daily chart, you're trading a smaller time frame probably than a daily. So on a smaller chart, what would this look like? Uh, well, real quick. So my point is, a weekly point of control, draw it out, because look, it did get touched. Uh, got touched again. You know, but if price action is coming up into it, hey, slap it on the chart, man. Like slap it on the chart. So let's go into a 15 minute. Let's go into an hourly because I don't know if I'll be able to get all of the information that we're going to see. Probably not. No. Can I change real quick? Can I change time intervals? 180, yes, excellent. All right. So let's go back into the day. Our point of control here at what we're looking at October 4th. Ah, dang, I did have it. So let's go October 4th, which would have been Tuesday. All right, so let's get into Tuesday. So if we would have had our, well, actually, we see that on Globex session that started on Thursday evening for Friday. We saw how in October that it came into play, or let's see, September. I'm sorry, September. It came into play. So when we bounced off of that, right? This is a weekly volume point of control. During that during that session, like once we wicked off of that, and then I mean, you could see the sentiment of the players that were in the market. Okay, this is the now this was during RTH, so it's just important to for me to have those levels up. So take that back down. That was just an example why I like to keep lines that have been touched already on there. So weekly POC, any volume nodes in weekly that I'm looking thing that stands out? No. All right. So daily volume profile day. Okay. I don't mark the daily POCs because I have my chart I trade off of. It's easier to see. Pretty easy to see them. Profile. So balance maybe. So on the daily, what we're looking at daily volume profile and 30-minute candles. 30-minute candles, daily volume profile. We are at the bottom of the value area. We're at the value area low. See how the daily POC, and I'll do this on the other chart. I do mark the daily POCs. They are extremely important for me as a Globex trader. They are extremely important. Extremely important. But we can get an idea of what's going on. Where's the volume? Where are all the sellers? Where are all the buyers? Where's everybody at? So concentration is here. And the value area high, value low. Concentration was down. So we retest the equal lows that have already been shoot for these equal lows onto the equal lows of the point of control, the confluence of the July 2020 point of control, along with the equal lows that were created there. Do we do that? I don't know. I don't know. Let's gotta see. Gotta see if this holds. We definitely gotta stay, up, gotta stay above this 1090, 10942. That's my opinion. All right, so get into the and well, here's my overall chart that this has everything on it, so it looks messy, but can really get dialed in. Blue is weekly, orange is monthly, and this is my daily. It's a different type of volume profile that's used. This was by Trading Lit. My first video, I do give them. Let me just open it up real quick. Anybody whose stuff I'm using, I want to ensure that I credit them with it. So I use two different types of volume profile. Volume profile quant trader. So this is Mr. Bryant Latrine. He's got a YouTube quant trading Discord also. But if you look for Trading Lit LITT on YouTube, that's his stuff. He did provide this for free. Thank you, sir, for that. And then Mr. Byron T did this one. So two that I use, or the two types that I use. Byron T does like the orange one here that we saw, and the blue one, the first couple we were looking at. And then volume profile quant from Quant Traders, Lit Trading. It goes hand in hand, and it works together beautifully. So yeah, when you're trading, you can kind of see how. Open up the candles here. Open up candles. Or not? Am I wrong? Here we go. Yeah. Of the candles. candles, and kind of it's hard to do. I don't trade like this, but having everything on one chart sometimes will allow me to see something if there's a confluence area that just glaringly pops out, you know. So like this area here, uh, you know, this area would be important. 3721, the ES, and the NES. See a lot when everything's together. We kind of see is going. So we have a high volume node. See, can put some information block down here. It's a node, nice little node. I mean, just expect reaction. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So let's get into thesis and trade plan. 21 minutes into this. Normally don't like to do videos too long. I think my last couple have been, between 10, 13 minutes, something like that. But just want to give people a refresher on the way I find levels. And really, for me, it's all levels trading. I find levels and then just trade off of those levels. How does price react when it gets there? So that's what I'm looking for. Let's see here. Let's go to the daily. All right, now this is super duper important for me. So using this volume profile, uh, uh, this is Mr. Byron T's, or excuse me, this is lit trading, quant trading. Okay. Using theirs, the yellow is the daily points of control. So I found that in Globex. All you need to know is where that next point of control is, and it doesn't matter if it's back here. When we're coming up on it, and I cleaned them all off. I wish I would have kept it on and showed, especially the ES. The ES really is super good about adhering to or reacting at the points of control. So the next, so my points of control are yellow. So 16 should be 25. All right, so yellow. I know it's a daily. I know it's a daily point of control. It's more. I don't know. It's more relative, I guess. Not strong. I'm not saying it's stronger. I'm just saying it's relative. Maybe. Anyway, let's. So when I'm projecting out in the future, right? Future price candles. Where might they react? We'll draw the price levels in, or the points of control in. Because really, as a Globex trader, I'm not really trading. Uh, I'm not. I mean, my trade plan is to trade off of these levels. Okay, so uh, I need to stick with that. I need to stick with that. So let's go 04. Right. I think it's probably off a little bit. But what does price do? So, alright, if it goes up, another one here, and we're looking at daily candles, right? So, but if you zoom in, this cluster right here, you just draw a box right here, like from here, project out, because that's going to come into play uh, at some point in the future. We don't know when, but it will come into play. All right. since those are a shade of yellow for daily points of control, let's make that something like that. So it's a cluster of points of control. 304, 330. Yeah, we'll just do this. So, all right. Might not think this is important, but it damn sure is. At least for me, it makes sense to me. So, all right, daily, 3-year, 1 day. If we go down, what am I looking at? I'm looking for reaction here. Kind of in the middle. Not really taking anything. Not taking any kind of play. Not based off the daily. So let's go back in time and see if we, between here and here, where's our points of control at? Points of control tell us. Now here's a beautiful point. Look at this. There's two side by side at the same level, 2 points of control. So let's mark that. All right, we're going to mark that. And name it. I love think or swim. Um, absolutely love for their ease of charting. So, you know, equal points of control. And just happen to be for the equal daily lows. I guess that does make sense. I just realized that. So, wow, if you have an equal lows or equal highs, that's gonna be my homework. I need to see if it also creates equal POCs. I don't know. Might not. Might not. So, all right. Have a 1077. And that was a swing. So, actually, you know, all of this. All of this is an order block. Daily order block. It's a big one, too. Yeah, we're inside of a daily order block right now. That order block will end sort of taken. So that's interesting. Just saw that. So we are inside of an order block. Order blocks are beige. Right. The dub, a daily order block. All right. And 50% of that order block is right here. 15. Okay. But, you know, fundamentals is what's driving the market. It's technicals are really out the window. I mean, uh, all right, we go to daily, then we go to the hourly. So that's all of the levels really we had. Um, 10, 830. Then we move into a cluster down here, but Yeah, it's really, I mean, not everything else. We're kind of getting into where it's just like in the middle, you know, no man's land as far as I'm concerned, because that's the way I trade off of the levels. So we're inside this order block, this daily order block. Uh, how do we react? So let's go to the hourly. Okay. So still holding. Where's the order block for the hourly? There we go, right here. So 10,995. 10,995. So let's mark him up. Right. This is hourly OB. Let's color him green. Just because it'd be a contrast against beige. Right. Forgot to change the date. HOB hourly order block. But then again, I mean, just have to wait and see how price reacts when it gets there. But really wouldn't do anything until, I mean, is there a fair value gap? Well, no, this one's been mitigated. All right, the next gap that we have, uh, is here. So it's gonna be the next spot, maybe. Right here, here, and here. Okay. Yeah. Fair value gaps are. We'll make that color. So I'll name him fair value gap. Hourly. Hourly FEG. So confluence. Well, we have the points of control, daily points of control, and we have our stay. Yeah. All right. So game plan. 33 minutes into this. So trading plan for the NQ. I'm gonna wait to see what happens. To see if we get down in this area. This is the order block from this candle. We have FVG right above it. So, uh, I mean, here's the thing. Anywhere I take a trade, this is hands down my stop. Is 950. Okay, that's my stop. Uh, so I gotta get close, man. I gotta get close here. If we do bounce, a technical bounce, but I mean, look at this. This is insane. Uh, no, we have protection, protection, protection. Uh, where's the next? Where's the target of opportunity? Be here. Be on this block right here. The target be the wick for me. 203. So if we bounce, if we get something going off of here, I am. This would be a target. 203. This is mark. Let's mark it. So let's, all right, TGT of uh, hourly order block FBG bounce. See, this is why I love, this is why I absolutely love TOS. Okay. But that's just right now, right? On Saturday, this is what this looks like. Uh, these are hourly, so this might not play out, or it might play out during RTH. If it does during RTH, well, I'm just SOL. But this is, for me, this is what it looks like, right? So, trading structure, not feelings. This is a setup. My interpretation of a good setup. So, bam, right here. Uh, hourly order block. Uh, this is an hourly order block. This right here is not a daily order block. This is the beige is a daily order block. This is FVG hourly FVG. So oh, here, yeah. Okay, make sure I'm changing the right thing. So it's hourly, yeah, hourly FVG. But we'll see. I'll do the ES tomorrow. Only because, only reason I would do ES, if I'm awake early enough to trade the London, some of the London session, I'll trade the ES. So on the 15 minute, what we're looking at, uh, got close. But then again, we are, the whole thing's an order block. We're just looking for a precise entry, and we are definitely in the discount portion of the order block. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we're in discount, so 50% of that order block's right here at 1122. So we're on the discount side, but I don't have 50 points in me to to use as a stop. So I'm going to narrow it down. Go into daily order block. We're in the discount zone, but we haven't hit. It's now 25. If we hit, I mean, if I was to take a trade right here in this area, it would be, one contract. Seriously, one contract. That's $100 risk. That's 11,100. You know, that's 100. Yeah, see, 11,100. That's 100 points right there. It's 150. Yeah, there's still just way too much to try to get in now. I think the play is wait. Um, between, the play is going to be between 1125, 950, 10, 950. Alright, so that's 50, about a 75-point range here. Definitely want to catch in one of these two ranges. I'll do a video if it happens during our ETH, and while I'm on. Alright, so that's the way I see things now. The setup for NQ is so we are in hourly order block. We are in an hourly order block. Here is hourly fair value gap, and here is I'm sorry, the beige is daily order block, hourly order block, fair value gap. The purple or the light color. I really just gotta wait till price gets there. Other than that, I don't have a trade. If it does get there, targeting, of course, POCs will always be targeted, but peel the last one off up in the 11,200 range. All right, that's 41 minutes of me talking, but kind of showing you what I do to get my charts ready, get my setup ready. I really just don't feel that there's a trade. I don't diddle in the middle. Don't feel like there's a trade out here in the middle. I do tend to stay in the trade very, 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 very short period of time. But oh well. So what I'm saying is, I do a lot of analysis just to see where it's going to go, and I hardly ever stay in it long enough to get there. I'm usually out pretty quick, but at least I'll know if it does get here and it starts to bounce. At least I can have some type of confidence that it's going to be a good long to take if I do take a long. So, all right, that's my thoughts. Stay safe.